Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was gonna miss this.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Oleksandr Usyk, 6'3" and 198-centimeter reach. And they'll be facing Tyson Fury. He is a whopping 206 centimeters tall with a reach of 216.
Remember, there's a shorter reach here, so now they have to slip inside and use the speed, use the proximity, and that timing to time off the long jab that comes in to jump over the top. It's about skills now. Skills will pay the bills.
Oleksandr Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine. The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man.
Todd, can you spot the reach difference? Can you spot it? Look at that.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk. Fighting out of the blue corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
Close the door, close the curtains. This is it. Let me enjoy myself right now.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Do you believe what we're seeing? You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Good counter punching. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. There was so much hype surrounding this match. I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter shot. Counter shot lands. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. last round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. And there's the bell for round 2. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
And he misses with that straight left. You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think this way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
That counter punch caught him clean. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Usyk! How is this fight still continuing?
Caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Straight right just misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Miss with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action. The bell rings and we start the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
It's obvious who the bigger, stronger fighter is. Let's see if they use it to their advantage.
This is poetry in motion. If you've got a great jab, if you've got a long reach, I know, that was me. I'm admiring what I'm seeing here.
And that left hook doesn't find its target. Nice counter shot. It's bombs away. When you're fighting a massive heavyweight like this, you can't go toe-to-toe. You got to stick and move and use angles.
There's a lot of weight there to give away, and if you're giving away that weight, you've got to use it to the maximum because you've got to be smart. Every shot hurts. It's not about skill, it's more about power.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. His stamina is off the charts. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Jab better in this fight. That left hook missed. And he scores with the counter. Has to be careful for that. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action. Here we go to the fourth round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
think of holding on here for a minute. Usyk might go down here. What an upset! And down goes Oleksandr Usyk. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's getting hands. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. Looks like trouble was averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Jab misses. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Those counter punches have to hurt. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You're being put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then give it back the next round.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action. Back into the fray here in round 5. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. His stamina is off the charts. How How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Halfway through the round, I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter lands. That hook doesn't score. Left uppercut doesn't score. He just misses with that jab. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round. Here we go in the 6th round. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Straight right just misses. Swing and a miss with that hook. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Those counter punches have to hurt. The right hook just missed. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. misses with that left uppercut. And he misses with that straight left. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
It's when you talk about championship material.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action. Here comes round 7. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Stamina is off the charts. Well done with that counter shot. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
A straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? And he fails to score with that left hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's all. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
There's a lot on the line here.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. And we enter the 8th round. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Tried to score with the uppercut. Perfect counter lands. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. A lot of effort being exerted here. That hook was off target. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? He needs to be careful not to, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. There's the bell to start round 9. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
The straight right just misses. Straight right just misses. Swing and a miss with the jab. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Just missing with the uppercut. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he slows you down.
Nope, that hook won't score. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action. And there's the bell for round 10. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
This can be so frustrating when you're such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Swing and a miss with the jab. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
counter punches have to hurt. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter shot. How about that time counter shot? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
Time winding down as we get set for another round. Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. How much is left in their tank after last round?
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an early out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
That left hook misses. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That right hook catching air. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. Throw a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. The stamina is off the charts. Can't score with that jab. They need to be careful. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. On to the 12th. They really seem to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
And he misses with that jab. Can't score with that jab. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Incredible work rate. Nice counter shot. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Good counter punch. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.